Shalom. This is Great Millstone, Indiana camp. Today, we're going to come to you with a message prophesying the downfall of his kingdom and basically waking up the elect on the four corners of the earth. Before we get started, we want to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who do it well. Salutations to you out there preaching the truth and sincerity, trying to wake up the elect and speed the time, man. So, you know, basically the Spirit put it on us to speak on how we know we're the Israelites, man. How we know that we are the true Israelites that the Bible speak of. You know, and we basically studying in the book of Judges as a camp right now. There were some things that were synonymous to what the Lord is doing to us right now here in America, in Great Babylon, man. So without further ado, grab this scripture.
This is the book of Judges, chapter 3, verse 4. And they were to prove Israel by them to know whether they will hearken unto the commandments of the power.
You know, going up a verse above, basically he left the Canaanites, the Perizzites, the Jebusites, and the Hittites and everything in the land of Israel to dwell amongst us. You know what I'm saying? Because we were supposed to have drove them up out of the whole land, but you know, due to certain things happening, you know, we had peace treaties with some of them, and all of them was paying tribute to us. You know, so, but you know, they were still worshiping their idols and whatnot amongst us. You know, it's somewhat like how Great Babylon is. It's one big ass mixing pot, you know, and everybody is worshiping their idols together. You know what I'm saying? So right now, we're in the testing grounds, man. We're in the proving grounds where, you know, you gotta know this is the truth without a shadow of a doubt, and you gotta have faith, man. You know, you gotta know that Yahweh Shem Yahushua he is real, man. And you gotta stand on that, because it's a lot of different doctrines right now in America that can throw you off.
Commandments of the power which commanded their fathers by the hand of Moses. And the children of Israel dwelt among the Canaanites, Hittites, and the Amorites, and Perizzites, and the Hivites, and Jebusites. And they took their daughters to be their wives, and gave their daughters to their sons, and served their gods.
Which is what you see right now in America, man. You know, and Jacob gave their son and their daughters to these heathen people, man. And these heathens, they don't even want you to mix with their people. They don't even want Jacob in their household at all, man. Even in so-called Northern Kingdom, they don't even want Southern Kingdom in their household like that, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's just to show you, like, we the same people that was then, that's now. See you on, brother.
Verse 7, and the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the power, and forget the power Yahweh, and served Balaam and the groves. Therefore the anger of the power was hot against Israel, and he sold them to the hand of Cushel, which Cushel-Rephaim, king of Mesopotamia. Keep going. And the children of Israel served Cushel-Rephaim of Tamia 8 years.
And that's the point, you know what I'm saying? All throughout the book of Judges, our people as a whole, we was going off being wicked, man. It said in the scriptures that we forgot, you know what I'm saying, our Lord power. We forgot Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. And then all through the book of Judges, the Most High bring up a judge that has come and deliver us, and then we'll go right back off. You know what I'm saying? Only difference is with this captivity is we don't have the name. So we couldn't just call out to him and say, you know what I'm saying, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, help us. You know what I'm saying? Like, because back in them times, even though they were serving other gods and false idols and whatnot, they still had the knowledge of the of Yahweh Shem Yahushua from their forefathers. You know what I'm saying? From their elders and whatnot. You know. So in the scriptures, it told us that we would discontinue from our inheritance. If any of you brothers,
I got something though. Bring it out now.
Go ahead, let this brother go.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, said the power that take counsel, but not of me. You know, like, you know what I'm saying, like he was saying, man, back in them times, you know, the Israelites was constantly going off, so the other gods, man, wasn't, you know, they were taking counsel of other and deities instead of the Most High. So this is so like then it's the same as today. You're rebellious children, man.
Right.
You know,
like right now, what's going on? Memorial Day. And what niggas doing? They breaking out the pits, man. They breaking out the pits. Everybody barbecuing for the cause of America, man. I mean, America only been cruel to you. You know, you celebrating this country, but this country hates you. And it's been hated you from the very beginning, ever since them Europeans jumped off, ever since them Edomites, Slovakia, jumped off them damn boats and came and cursed the land, man. Go on here, bro.
No, finish that. Isaiah.
Good. That take counsel, but not of me, and that cover what they covering, but not of my spirit.
So basically, you know what I'm saying? The counsel of the Lord is these scriptures. So we supposed to, as Israelites, we supposed to live and follow everything that this Bible say. When the scriptures say you cover with the covering that's not of my spirit, as you go off into another thing. You might think that college is the answer. You might think that democracy is the answer. You might think you gotta love everybody, you know what I'm saying? I'm nice, I give to charity, I'm a good person, you know, but you got it, bro. Okay, Jeremiah 17:4.
Sure. But you know what? You know what I'm saying? It's not at this point about loving everybody. It's about loving Yasharala, man. And first and foremost, loving Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Because you know Yahushua gave us that commandment that we should love one another, man. But that's neither here nor there. Right now, we're in the times of war, and we're in the times of tribulation, man. We're in the times that where, you know, we got to gird up our loins, man, and get back to what we need to get back to, and that's these laws, statutes, commandments, and that's the name, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and the teachers of the apostles, the elders, great millstone.
Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. It says, and thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever.
Right, man. That goes back to the book, Deuteronomy 28, man. Curses. Deuteronomy 28, 15, going on down to 68, man. Because, when we pull it up, brother? Yeah, because you said it would discontinue us from our heritage. If you watch any slave movies, you will know that what they did, prime example with Kunta Kinte. They was beating them and they was whipping them, and the master was like, your name's Toby. And he was trying to rebel and say, my name's Kunta. And he beat him so good to the point where he was like, hey, listen, nigga, my name's Toby. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to keep hitting me. You know what I'm saying? And he gave in to what his master wanted him to do. And then, you know, even before they gave us names, they used to brand us like cattle. You know what I'm saying? They used to cast hot-ass irons and put it on our skin, and that's how they'll know we was part of this household. You know what I'm saying? Just like they do in the ranch right now today, you know? So they did everything that they could possibly do to basically, like, could you get Psalms 2? To basically cause our course to
like when it, like going into the distance, you said even thou shalt discontinue from thy heritage. Basically, they was gonna take all your nationality away from you, because like everybody on this board right here, we all come from Israelites. We Israelites according to the Bible. So even with the Puerto Ricans, they made them discontinue from their heritage to being from what? The tribe of Ephraim. By what? They called them Puerto Ricans, and then they told them a Puerto Rican is made up of a Spaniard, an Indian, and an African. But that's you can't create a nationality. The Bible said the Puerto Ricans, according to Genesis 49 and Deuteronomy 33, that's the tribe of Ephraim. They told the so-called black man that they weren't from the tribe of Judah, but you was a Negro, you was colored, you was black, you was African American. They told the Mexicans that the Spaniards came and intermingled with the natives of Mexico and made mestizos, and that's a Mexican. No, the nationality is determined by the seed of the father. You know what I'm saying? So according to the scriptures, all those people under them bywords, the Colombians, the Cubans, they not Cuban, they not Colombian. They come from the respective tribes, you know, Cuba, Manasseh, according to the Bible. So it said when we discontinue from our heritage, that was all, you know what I'm saying? That was all the 12 tribes. But predominantly the so-called Negro, because that's the ones that's been they get a new name every 20-30 years. You know what I'm saying?
Done.
Okay.
Right, man. And it's all for confusion, though. But could you get that Psalms chapter 2 for me?
Psalms 2, verse 1. Why do the heathen rage
and the people imagine a vain thing.
But they rage at the fact that we still here and they haven't exterminated us yet. And the vain thing and the vain thoughts of these Edomites is that their kingdom shall last forever, man. You know what I'm saying? And that they will destroy Yasharala. You know what I'm saying? Continue on going.
The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed.
Right, man, because everybody got hands in this, man. From the Arabs, from every nation you could possibly think of, they had a hand in putting us in captivity, and they had a hand in trying to scatter us across the four corners of the world and then make us discontinue from our heritage, man. You know, there's a lot of scriptures that's proving that. So you want to read them? Let me get one.
Saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us.
Right, man. Then that's the point right there.
Psalm 83. Psalm 83.
This is Isaiah chapter 51, verse 22. And it says, thus said the Lord, it's like it says, thus said thy Lord, thy Lord, and thy God that plead thy case of his people. Behold, I have taken out thy hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury. And said, you shall no more drink again. All right, that's basically that cup was what? Slavery. All right, that's what we had to go through. Discontinue from our heritage, being beaten, being martyred, you know. That was the cup of the Lord's fury. All right, but he said what? You should not drink of it again. All right, it says also in Nahum, it says what? Affliction shall not rise up a second time. Okay, because we're not going to go through the things we went through with slavery again. All right, because it says in the Apocrypha, what? It says Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning thereof. All right, so no other rulership is going to rule over us again after this so-called white man rulership ends. Yeah, all right, we're going to get our rulership and we're going to get our turn to control the world. All right, that's forever this time. Okay,
and and the reason why, because he's going to set the laws and statutes in our hearts, man, which is our heart, man, our law. We're going to have it in our man. We ain't going to go off in the kingdom. There is going to be no going off in the kingdom, man. We're going to have our governor-elect ruling, and then we're going to have the ones that was the 2/3 coming in after the governor-elect, and then from there, you know, it is going to be what it is. It's just going to be order in the kingdom, man.
Because if you think about it, that's the whole reason why the kingdom of heaven is going to be ruled forever. Because Israel's never going to sin again.
That's
all right. Why, if you read in the book of Judges, which we're reading, why would you think Israel goes into a captivity up under another nation? Why? Because they sin against the Lord.
Each and every time.
Now, if the Lord takes away, puts his statutes, laws, and commandments within our inward parts, where we can't do that no more, then why are we going to go in slavery again? All right, it doesn't make no sense. So when the Lord puts the statutes, laws, and commandments within our hearts where we can't sin no more, then that's a forever lasting kingdom. All right?
Yeah, hey, and the Lord set us up under the basis of man because of our pride was lifted up. Mm-hmm. Our pride was lifted up, and we didn't see the Lord as a power figure, as a role in our lives. So the Lord said, well, I'm gonna set you lower than the basis of man. You know. And the Lord did that to us to take away that pride, man. That's right. To say, okay, where's your pride now? You know? But you know what? Niggas still find pride, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Go ahead, bro.
Hold on, Slack. Let me get this right quick, just to prove the point I just made. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 1, 1 Corinthians 15, verse 54. It says, so when the corruptible shall be incorruptible, and the mortal shall become immortality, it says, then shall we be brought to pass, saying, as that is written, death is swallowed up in victory. O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory? It says, the sting of death is sin, and the strength of sin is the law. So if we break the law, then surely we're going to die. But if we have the law within us, and we can't break it, then how are we going to die? That's why it says, oh death, where is thy sting? You know, oh grave, where is thy victory? Because once we have the law reigning within us, we're not going to be able to die anymore, all right? Just like our rulership. If we're not going to sin against the Lord, he's not going to take our rulership away from us where we can have another heathen roll up over us, man.
Yeah, that prophecy going to Yahweh Shai conquering death, man.
Yeah.
Because he conquered it. And when he conquered it, you know what I'm saying, he was given the seals to open. Because, you know, it's a process thing, man. Yahweh Shai do everything decently in order. So he basically he had the prophecy set up, and then Yahweh Shai came to fulfill certain prophecies so that these seals can be open, and now further prophecies is continuing on to go as we come to the latter end, man. What's your precept?
This is Jeremiah 31:31. It says, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was an husbandman unto them, saith Yahweh. And that covenant is the statutes, the laws, and commandments that we was to follow and keep those ordinances. We kept breaking it, like the brother brought out in Judges. We constantly kept going off. We constantly kept serving other gods. But the Lord said he gonna, like they was going into, he gonna make a new covenant with them. And verse 33 says, but this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, said Yahweh, I will put my law in their inward parts and write it in their hearts, and will be their power, and they shall be my people. So the Lord said, this is my covenant with the house of Israel and the house of Judah, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. So he ain't dealing with everybody else. Then he said, I'm gonna write it in their inward parts. So that means basically the Lord gonna download it in our system. It's gonna be first nature to please the Lord, basically. Because when you read in the Bible, it says the ways that are pleasing to the Lord are made known to the children of Israel. So we know what pleased the Lord, but this body being subject to sin, he gonna take that away. He gonna put it in our inward parts, like just like it's natural, you know what I'm saying, for you to blink. Like you can't just never stop blinking. You know what I'm saying? You gotta blink. It's natural. It's like, you know, first nature. That's gonna be the same thing with the law, statute, commandments. We say verse 34, and they shall teach no more every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know Yahweh. For they shall all know me, from the least of them unto the greatest of them, saith Yahweh. For I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more. So you're not going to see no more like, hey, bro, you know you ain't supposed to be eating pork, right? That's going off. You ain't supposed to do that. Hey, brother, you know adultery wrong. You know you're supposed to put that cigarette down. First of all, that ain't going to be in the kingdom. First of all.
It says that in Hebrews, it says, what? When puts his right as an N-word, none you shall be taught no more. Why taught the law? Because everybody's going to know it.
Yep.
That's right. We don't train up our children, man. The scripture said, train up the child, you will not go asunder.
I got a precept for you.
Train up our children in the kingdom, and they gonna come being risen up, and they gonna raise that. It's gonna be a continual domino effect, man.
Yeah. And we're not gonna be able to sin in the kingdom of heaven, man. That's the beauty of it, man. We're not gonna be able to go against our power, man. You know. It's gonna be, like the brother said, it's gonna be, what do they call it? What, second nature?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? For us to do what's right, man. We're not gonna have to think about, you know what I'm saying? It's a weariness of the flesh to consistently be thinking about, oh, am I going off? Am I going off? And consistently be scared, man.
Yep.
That you're gonna go off, because you're gonna go off. You're in this flesh. You know what I'm saying? But it's a weariness. Heaviness of the flesh to be, you know what I'm saying? But in the kingdom of heaven, we're not gonna have to worry about that. You know?
Israel from the very beginning, man, even dealing when we moved up to Egypt, when we were sitting on the outskirts of Goshen, you know what I'm saying? We getting into slavery, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is the only nation of people that you know that's in these Bibles that from here and there has been through slavery over and over and time again, even coming to America, man, and continuing our slavery on here. We're still in slavery as it is right now, man. We still haven't got our freedom, man. You know what I'm saying? Niggas running around here celebrating Memorial Day, fighting for this motherfucking country, thinking that, you know what I'm saying, they're contributing to being free to America, free in America, but America still got us under chains and shackles, man. You know what I'm saying? Could you get the scripture from me, brother?
This is Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse 14. It says, why is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled?
Right.
Let me read that over. It says, is Israel a servant?